Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your
I've been coming to Etohum for the last almost 5 years now, and it's kind of like Etohum is kind of my exclusive on-stage event every year. So, and the one thing I like is like every year I observe what has changed. Like, am I getting different type of questions? Are people talking about different things? So it's sort of like this fun event for me. And the founders I'm meeting are doing things like that has a stronger chance to work. So overall, I think it's been a great success so far. So if you compare with like US ecosystem with Turkish startup ecosystem, first of all, you have to realize it's not US ecosystem. Silicon Valley is an exception inside US too. Like Silicon Valley is also very different from the next largest tech hub in the US, right? So it's really like Silicon Valley versus non-Silicon Valley. There's a huge difference. So in that case, like Turkey actually is competing with everywhere else in the US. Like I think the New York scene or Seattle scene and Turkey scene, Europe scene are comparable to each other. It's just that this particular location has something very different. So in terms of the US, the Turkish market, the biggest difference is that the size of the market is smaller. And relatively everything else is smaller. There's less investment money. There's like, if you want to start a company, the potential exits you can do are a lot smaller than you can get from US or China. This is just a consequence of the total GDP of the country, right? And the other thing that we should look at is like, can you start a company in Turkey with global ambition? In that sense, like, I feel like Turkey is in this weird middle ground where the country is large enough to start a successful company yet, but it's not large enough to start a multi-billion-dollar massive company, right? It's just that there's some size, but not quite enough. So in that case, like if you're in China or US or maybe Brazil, the internal market is large enough. In Japan maybe, but then there are countries like Israel and Sweden and Finland, which are pretty small in terms of population. They end up creating more international companies than Turkey just because they have to. So Turkey is like a weird spot where we don't have to have a global ambition, but also the country is not large enough to have a mega success. So first of all, they have to realize, unfortunately, not every company can be started from Turkey, right? There are some areas where some particular types of companies has to be started in particular locations. Like if you are doing anything with fashion, you have to be in either New York or Paris or LA. So they're hubs of that. And when I was doing Udemy in Turkey, it just was very hard because at one point I realized Udemy has to be started in Silicon Valley. If you want to start Twitter, it has to be Silicon Valley. If you want to start LinkedIn, it has to be Silicon Valley. But then there are a lot of companies where you don't have to. Like a social, a casual gaming company doesn't have to be here, and enterprise software company doesn't have to be here. So first of all, they have to carefully choose what they are doing, and realize, okay, is there a reason? Is most of my potential customers in the valley? Are my early adopters all in the tech hubs of the US? If that's the case, probably it's a better idea to just move here. But if not, then you can totally start an amazing company. So, and my kind of suggestion would be start with global ambition from day one. Never think about I'm going to launch into Turkey. If it becomes successful, it will go outside of Turkey. It almost never happens, right? If a company is going to become globally successful, it usually starts globally successful. So this was our 5th round, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I think it's the 5th round. So honestly, it becomes less interesting with every round. Our first round was a massive struggle and a lot of disappointment and failure, and there were a lot of fun stories in it. Series A was still hard, but started easier. B was easier. C was fairly easy. This final round was just really totally a week of time because as the company gets larger, a lot of things are proven. It becomes a more transactional process. To be honest, the latest round doesn't have anything to share about. So if you're honest in other companies in a similar stage, I can give some advice. But really, as the rounds passes, it becomes easier and easier, and it becomes more straightforward process. To be honest, there are still more stories from our first rounds 5 years ago. The last round was $65 million with a pretty amazing valuation that we don't share publicly. So right now we have raised $48 million already. So with the next 65 now it's under $13 million, which is quite a bit of money, like to start a global company. And the main purpose for the funding is going international. And unfortunately, like Turkey is not in the first batch of international, but I will be in Japan, Brazil, Germany, South America, and potentially South Asia in the first year. And probably next year, like some other parts of the Europe, and then Turkey is going to be like next year. And eventually Middle East and China after that. So most of the funding is going to be for international expansion, like, which is very common in the current stage of the company. Actually, add something. So I've been talking in Etohum San Francisco for 5 years now, and the first time I talked, we had just raised the first $1 million, right? And every year the company has grown quite a bit, right? And now, like when I raised the first $1 million, that was considered as an exception. But right now, there are at least 10 entrepreneurs from Turkey who have raised way more than that here. And then I see a lot more investors in Turkey who have raised way more than that. Like even if you look at the last 5 years, what have changed, a lot has changed already, right? So honestly, like at one point we have to stop complaining about what may be missing or what may not be as good as it is in Silicon Valley. Because there are also a lot of things which are better in Turkey than it is here, right? Like hiring engineers is way easier in Turkey than it's here. Eventually, we just have to look at okay, what do you have to build? What do you want to build? Can we just build something interesting with the existing components? So I think we just have to not realize there is an ecosystem in Turkey.
You look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look